Hello, my name is Gretchen. I'm the Restless Thrifter and I'm a reseller on eBay, Depop, Poshmark, Facebook Marketplace, Vinted, and what else? Is that all of them? Reselling is crazy these days. I'm on so many different platforms, and you would think that that would increase my overall sales, but it seems to just be diverting them. I don't know. I have one eBay, two Poshmark, one Vinted. Oh yeah, I probably forgot to mention that one. Two eBay, two Poshmark, one Facebook Marketplace, one Depop, one Vinted. It's crazy. Hey Sophie, you're shedding. So we'll get started. Today is Friday. It is June 12th, and I just packed up and shipped last night, but I want to get these out before the weekend. And I'm going to take this stuff directly to USPS instead of going to UPS, because dropping off at UPS doesn't seem to work out for me over the weekend. USPS is supposed to come pick up, but they pick up and then it never gets scanned until Tuesday. In fact, my Monday stuff that I leave at UPS gets scanned before my Tuesday stuff does. So I don't know what's happening, but I don't want that to happen anymore because I'm getting nervous with potentially late delivery. So I'm getting these that all sold today, 7 sales today. I'm getting these out tomorrow. So this one is a Poshmark order. It isn't, and I sent out tiered offers. I usually send out 18% off. So that's like what I'm set up to auto send through VENDOO. And then I sent out 28 and 38% off offers on a lot of stuff, and I got 2 sales. This was one of them. It's an Emerald Sunday. That's the brand. Size medium Hoko dress. That's homecoming. New lace floral metallic prom formal holiday. It sold for $18. Really cute. I don't know for sure if this was through one of my offers, but possibly. Although I don't know. I'll sort of be able to tell once I go into VENDOO. It's going to Colorado. It's going to Monument, Colorado. I never did go visit that area. It's outside of Grand Junction, I think. I got this dress for $2.16. I had it listed for $25, so that was an offer that went out. Sold for $18, and my fees are $3.84. It's one of the dresses I had picked up back when I had a rack at a vendor mall, and we put out a lot of dresses for homecoming, and just not very many of them sold. People just like to buy new for special occasions like that. What just happened? I made $12 even. My profits on things have been low the past few days. I am clearing some things out at least. This was listed back in August, so 10 months ago. So yeah, I'm glad that is going out. In fact, only one of my things was something that was listed recently. Just one. This one is an exclusively Miss Hook size large knit blazer jacket, bright poppy red orange. Unstructured. It's a really pretty color, I think. It's very bright. Some people may be turned off by the brightness, but I like it. And Missook is a really expensive brand. This was a newer piece. It was in really good condition. I'm not picking up Missook as much because it would take a while to sell, but it always sold pretty good. This took 2 years, 1 year and 8 months. Yeah, that's too long. This was an eBay sale. It did sell for my full asking price. I had been lowering this price over time, but my asking price at this time was $34.94, and it did sell for that. I paid $11.90. That was dumb. That was a bad buy. I'll come right out and say that. I'm going to put it in an eBay 12x16 poly mailer. 8 months to sell. I overpaid for it. I'm going to get that cost of goods back. Hooray. As well as a little profit. Let's see how much. So it weighs, it's a little heavy. It weighs 1 pound. And I'm going to round that up to 5 ounces. And shipping will be $6.77. With shipping, the buyer paid $41.71, and my fees were $6.28. A nice little profit of $16.76 and getting that cost of goods back. It sells pretty well eventually, like sells for a decent price eventually. This one, I really liked these cabochons, basically beads, little doodads on there, very brightly colored glass. This is a Chico's necklace I was given for free. Glad I get some free inventory because it evens out when I make silly purchases, like paying up for a blazer. So my title was Chico's Art Glass Beaded Necklace, Bright Cabochons, Tropical Orange, Teal, Green. This was the Marketplace sale, Facebook Marketplace. Sold for $20. That would have been my full asking price. Sold for $20 plus shipping, so $27.60. $7.60 for the shipping cost. $0 cost of goods. And fairly low fees, $2.99 for the selling fee. And it sold in 6 months. No, 3 months. 3 months. And I made $17.01. That's really great. I'm happy with that. I'm going to wrap it up in some packing paper. Going to Las Vegas. My Vinted sales have slowed down a little bit, but I'm also not listing everything for like $1 or $2. I'm doing more like $3 to $8. This was the Vinted sale. Thrilled that this skirt sold. The third time it's sold. Third time's a charm, right? It's come back for fit. And no one will tell me whether it fit too large or fit too small. I ask, I'm just like, hey, if you don't mind me asking. So I couldn't really update the listing to say may fit larger or smaller or whatever. I had it listed on Vinted for $4. I had paid $3, $0 marketplace fees and shipping, so my profit was $1, and it was only listed for like a day. Can't beat that, right? Getting my money back plus an extra $1. I'm pleased. I would have been happier if I had been able to keep the additional money from the previous 2 sales. I think last time it only sold for $12, so it's not like I missed out on much. Okay, gotta get the label from Vinted. Let's hope it's USPS and not vape store. Don't be distracted by the cute things that you see listed, Gretchen. The title for this was Ann Taylor Loft, size 12, petite, skirt, new, petite. I had 12P and then I spelled out petite later. Linen, floral, cottagecore, flounce hem. So things that I listed that were new with tags. Oh my gosh, I've got so much dog hair on me. I'm dog sitting a white dog right now. That didn't sell on eBay and etc. or seem to sell on Vinted. Sold more of my new with tag stuff than pre-owned. Yeah, it's SpeedX. I don't get to choose. Also going to LA. Did I already say that, or is this a different item going to LA? Different item. Oh no, the other one was Las Vegas. I got bit by some mosquitoes out walking the dog the other day. A belt. Listed a long time. Title was Avignon, that's the brand. Size medium belt, cinch waist, 2.5 inch wide. USA, embellished, metalwork, leather, vintage. I think it's really neat, and I don't think my pictures did it justice. Especially my cover photo, it looked like there was a glare. It was kind of hard to, I should have put it on a dress form and showed it that way, I think. Because it took, how long? 1 year and 8 months to sell. I had it listed for $50 originally. That is not what it sold for. It sold on Poshmark and it sold for an offer of $27. That was probably one of my deep discounted offers, the waterfall offer that I was sending. It's going to Woodland Hills, California. Let's put this in a box. Put that on top to fill in the extra space. So it sold for $27. My fees were $5.75. I think that she's really gonna like that because it looks even better in person. I paid only $2.16. Clearly, I should have dropped that price much sooner than I did. Still a good profit, $19.09. 2 more sales. I'll save the last one as the recent one. This is not that old of a listing, but it is an old item of my own. It's a wallet. I just wasn't using it anymore. It's a purple color, Michael Kors. I loved this color, and I have a bag that I'll probably list as well. eventually. Really good condition. I just was no longer using it. I carried it for a long time. So these wallets do hold up pretty well. It's that pebbled leather. This one sold on eBay. It is the Michael Kors Jet Set Travel Wristlet Wallet, phone holder, blah, 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 blah. It's going to North Carolina. I sell to North Carolina. I hardly ever sell to South Carolina. I don't know why. Surf City. Sold for $30. That must have been my full asking price. I had to guess. Maybe not. Now I'm thinking I did take an offer. Let's look. Let's look. We don't need to speculate. I had it listed for $40. They sent an offer of $30 and I accepted that. So with shipping, the buyer paid $36.58. This was promoted on eBay, so I did have additional fees. So $9.40 for my fees. $0 cost of goods because I bought it so long ago. I think like 2017, if I had to hazard a guess. I'm going to put it in a bubble mailer. I think it's 8 by 11. Said it before, I'll say it again. If you're new to reselling and you want to get started, starting with your own things that you're no longer using is a great thing to do. I would still recommend what am I actually doing? Okay, let me think. Sorry. I still recommend comping things and not just trying to sell everything that you no longer use. Weighs, I'm going to round that up to 9 ounces. Shipping is $6.58. So this sold in 3 months. Actually, more like 2.5 months. I made $20.60. The last item, it sold on Depop in just a day or two. And I had listed it really low because it has a significant flaw. It is something that can be fixed. It's this style of dress. They're made in India. This brand is called Lapajee. I've sold this brand before. It's a shorter length than the ones I usually find. It's got this embroidery. But yeah, this style, I would call it fairy, grunge, boho, bohemian. Cute, huh? Let me show you the flaw that I did not notice when I picked it up. It's on a seam, and it's this, you know, a tear. But since it is at a seam, on a seam, it's more possible to fix. More possible, if that makes sense. I loved the color. I loved the style. I loved it, loved it. It's got the belt in the back and the smocking. These are usually one size fits all. Yeah, Lapajee, one size. And because it's got the smocking in the back and the belt, which you can kind of adjust, and then it's naturally sort of flowy, I think it probably does fit a lot of different sizes. I'd say probably up to a large on this. a medium or large is going to fit best in it, because a small, it might be, unless you're just stacked with a tiny waist. It might be too, what's the word I'm looking for? Loose in the bust. I just hadn't even gotten around to putting that in quickly it's sold. I'll give you all the deets, you know, like the good stuff, like how much did it sell for? I need to put it in a thing, but I'm going to put it over there so that my scale does not turn off. Oh, maybe I don't need the scale because it's sold on Depop. It's a Depop sale, and my title was Lapagee one size sundress, red embroidered midi asymmetric lace up boho fairy, and it sold same day. I listed it for $9.96. They offered me $7. I'm like, yeah, whatever. I already priced it according to its flaw, but if this person is willing to take it and fix it, who am I to argue about a few bucks? Definitely didn't fit in there. Put it in this cute floral one. Sometimes I end up getting too many out and then they just end up in random places. Here's one of those. It's going to Washington State. They paid $7. This was boosted. Dry mouth, sorry. $155 for my fees altogether. I paid $3 for this. $0 shipping expenses. So I got my money back, plus I made $245. And someone gets a cute dress that hopefully they saw the information about the flaw, right? I will put here how much I made in one day. Let me go see if I can, no, I'll have to do a little bit of bookkeeping to get it, show up accurately. If I made $60 or more, then I met my goal. I think I did, because I had a couple of, you know, sales that were in the $18 to $20. Yesterday I didn't meet the goal for one day, much less 2 days, which is what the video is about. So I think I maybe did or got close. If it says 60 in the profit, then I did. You guys tell me, are you trying Vinted? Are you gonna jump on the bandwagon? I don't think we're gonna have this fun clear out ride forever. That's what I'm using it for, is things that have been listed forever, putting all the old stuff on there, and some of it selling. If I can clear out as much of that as I can, that would be great. But I don't think it's going to last forever. I think it's going to get flooded and prices are going to get more competitive. Like people are going to have the same thing, you know, someone's going to see, oh, let me see if somebody else has it cheaper, you know, kind of thing. And I think it's going to get more competitive, but I don't know, I could be wrong. Right now it feels like Whatnot without the live selling as far as prices go. But y'all, give me a thumbs up if you made it to the end, and just keep listing.